What's up guys, this is Massey. Welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk about sine law. Whenever we have a triangle ABC and the length of the opposite angle is lowercase c, lowercase b and lowercase a, we can use sine law in order to find out the missing angle or the missing length. So this angle B, A and C. So what's the formula for sine law? Sine law is saying that C divided by sine C equals to B divided by sine angle B, and then equals to A over sine angle A. That's the relationship for sine law. We can also write it in this way. Sine C divided by C equals to sine B divided by B equals to sine A divided by A. So both of them are correct. It doesn't matter which way you write it, we just need to be consistent. Let's see some examples. We have this triangle like this. That's 115 degrees. We have 50 degrees. And we have 45 meters. We want to find out this length in here. So obviously we need to use sine law. I'm going to say x divided by sine 115 equals to 45 over the opposite angle, sine 50. So the missing length is x, so the angle in opposite to that is sine 150. So we need to use the calculator in order to find sine 115. That is going to be 0.906 equals to 45 over sine 50. Sine 50 is 0.766. Then in order to find x, we need to do cross multiplication. It means that x times 0.766 equals to 45 times 0.906. So 0.766x equals to 45.906. 45 times 0.906 is 0.77. And then we can say x equals to 40.77 divided by 0.766, which is going to give me 53.22 meters. That's how we find out the missing length. Let's see another example. So in this example, we need to find out the length of this side. So we have 60 degrees, 45 degrees. But as you see here, the length of two sides, one side is given and the other side we need to find it. This side is opposite to 45 degrees and we don't know the angle of this side because we need to use this angle since the length is given. How do we do that? We know the summation of all angles in any kind of triangle is 180. So I'm going to say 180 subtract 45 plus 60, which is going to be 180 subtract 105 is going to be 75 degrees. So if we call it ABC, the angle C is 75 degrees. Then we need to use sine law, and we can say 20 divided by sine 75 equals to x divided by sine 60. Then we can say 20 divided by sine 75 is going to be 0.966 equals to x divided by sine 60, which is going to be 0.866. So we can say cross multiplication 0.966x equals to 20 times 0.866. 20. 17.32. So x will be 17.32 divided by 0.966, which is going to be 17.93 centimeter. Let's see next example. So 6 centimeter, 9 centimeter, I'm going to call it A, B, C. And this angle is missing and we need to find it. How do we do that? We have the angle, opposite length, angle and opposite length. So 9 divided by sine 50 equals to 6 divided by sine x. Sine 50 is 0.766 equals to 6 divided by sine x. Therefore, we need to do the cross multiplication. 9 times sine x equals to 6 times 0.766. That's going to be 4.596. Therefore, we can say sine x is 4.596 divided by 9. Because 9 times sine x equals to 4.596, we need to divide both sides by 9 in order to isolate sine x. So when you divide it by 9, it's going to be 0.51. So x will be sine inverse of 0.51. That's going to be 30.66 degrees, which I rounded to 31 degrees. Next example. Sometimes they ask you to find all missing information. First of all, I'm going to say angle C is 180 subtract 40 plus 82. That's going to be 180 subtract 122, which is going to be 58 degrees. So angle C is 58 degrees. Now we can use sine law. Sine 82 over 45 equals to sine 40 over BC. This length, I mean. Or you can say 45 divided by sine 82 equals to BC over sine 40. Doesn't matter. You just need to be consistent. Sine 82 is 0.99 over 45 equals to sine 40. 0.643 BC. Then we have cross multiplication. 0.99 BC equals to 45.643. That's going to be 28.935. So BC will be 28.935 divided by 0.99. That's going to be 29.23. What's the unit? It's going to be meter. Now let's find out AB. Now I'm going to use again sine law, but I can write in this same way here, or I can write it the other way around. I'm gonna say AB over sine C equals to 45 over sine 82. So AB over sine C, which is here, opposite to that, equals to 45 divided by sine 82. 45 divided by sine 82. So it's going to be AB sine C is 58 degrees equals to 45 sine 82. 45 divided by sine 82 is 45.44. Therefore, AB will be sine 58 degrees multiplied by 45.44. It's going to be 38.54 meters. Next example. A, B, C. 60 degrees, 33 meters, 30 meters. You have all just this information. We want to find out these two angles and this side in here. So I'm gonna call this one lowercase b. So I'm gonna say 33 over sine 60, which is opposite to 33, equals to 30 over sine C. Therefore, 33 over sine 60 is 0.866 equals to 30 divided by sine C. We can say 38.1 equals to 30 divided by sine C. Therefore, sine C equals to 30 divided by 38.1. That's going to be 0.787. How do we find C? Angle C is going to be sine inverse 0.787. Since we know the value and we want to find angle, you need to use sine inverse. This is going to be 51.96, or we can round it to 52 meters. So angle C is 52 degrees actually. The angle is 52 degrees. So what about angle B? Angle B is going to be 180 subtract 60 plus 52, which is going to be 180 subtract 115, and that's going to be 68 degrees. Then again, we need to, in order to find B, we need to use sine law one more time. So B divided by sine B equals to 33 divided by 0.866, which we already got it as 38.1, as you see here. Therefore, B will be equal to 38.1 times sine B, which is sine 68 degrees. $35.33. Or we can say approximately 35 meters. So that's how we find out all this information. Let's do one more question. I have 100 degrees in here. Have 30 degrees in here. And I have 12.4 meters in here. I'm gonna call it A, B, and C. First of all, we find out the angle C. 180 subtract 100 plus 30. It's going to be 180 minus 130 is going to be 50 degrees. Then we can say, if we call this one lowercase c and here lowercase a, I'm going to say a divided by sine 100 equals to 12.4 divided by sine 30. Sine 30 is half, so this one is going to be 24.8. So a will be 24.8 times sine 100. That's going to be 24.4 meters. And now we need to find this side. I'm going to say C over sine 50 equals to 34.4 divided by sine 100, which is going to give me 24.8. So C will be 24.8 times sine 50, which is going to give me 19 meters. That's how we use sine law in order to find out missing angles and missing sides. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment if you have any question. Thank you for watching and have a great day.